don't know the secrets beyond my smile. I have a heart of darkness. I hide in plain sight. You can't know my secret life beyond the light of day. In the shadows of the night of my life, I dwell in the shadows of my life. I dwell in the shadows. You don't know the secrets beyond my smile. I have a heart of darkness. I hide in plain sight. You can know my secret life beyond the light of day. In the shadows of the night of my life, you don't know the secrets beyond my smile. I have a heart of darkness. I hide in plain sight. You can know my secret life beyond the light of day. In the shadows of the night of my life, I dwell in the shadows. You don't know the secrets beyond my smile. I have a heart of darkness. I hide in plain sight. You can know my secret life beyond the light of day. In the shadows of the night of my life, I dwell in the shadows.
The Magician's Shadow Play. I'm pleased to be visiting this theatre. I have always wanted to work here. A disembodied voice, melting into a tall, handsome, blue-eyed man with black hair, a black tux suit, and a top hat. So am I, rather shortly chirped his partner in the act, a tall, goth-looking man with blue eyes and brown hair. The black-haired man took off his hat elegantly, and the brunette pulled out a rabbit from the hat. "No, Max, don't," said the black-haired man. The curtain fell. Max pulled out a hat from the rabbit, which exploded. "Blake, go clean yourself up. You're covered in blood again," said the stage manager to the black-haired man. Blake wandered off, seeing an oddly dressed man who looked like an opera singer in a costume in the corner of his eye. For a moment he turned to talk to him, and he was gone. So Blake went to clean up in his dressing room. On his way back he got a fright. A hand touched his shoulder. He jumped and screamed in terror. "You drama queen," a voice said, and laughed. "Oh, it's only you," said the spooked Blake, slightly relieved. "Why are you so jumpy?" asked Blake's son, Lance. "This place is haunted," said Blake. "Haunted? Why are you scared of ghosts?" "You're a grim reaper," said Lance, who was one too. "I think I saw him," said Blake nervously. "Why didn't you take him in for processing?" asked Lance seriously. "I can't hide my corpse here. I don't know the place well enough," said Blake, who was equally as serious as Blake had to die to release his reaper soul, and had his body when his soul was out of his body for safekeeping. "Let's find the ghost. I can take it in for processing," said Lance. "I have to change. I'm covered in blood because of Max. That psycho vampire keeps trying to pull hats out of my pet rabbits. I'm black banned by most of the breeders in town because of him," said Blake shortly. "That's sad. But you are a sorcerer. Zap yourself clean," said Lance. "True," said Blake, and waved his hand over himself, and appeared clean in a black shirt and pants with glasses. "Were you in the audience?" asked Blake. "Yes," said Lance. "Let's go find your ghost. Take me to where he was." "Yes," said Blake, and they wandered off. "He was here, but he's gone," said Lance, sniffing the air where Blake saw the ghost. "Yes," said Blake, sniffing. "What did he look like?" asked Lance. "Mephisto," said Blake. "Really, Dad? Was he that bad?" said Lance. "No, he just died playing him in Faust. That's an opera," said Lance. "So you know who he was?" said Lance. "You don't know the Phantom of the Opera?" Blake chuckled. "Yeah, Gaston Leroux wrote it, and it was performed here as a musical yonks ago." "He is not real," said Lance. "No, not that one." "Frederick Baker," said Blake. "Frederick Baker?" said Lance, puzzled. "Federici, the Phantom of the Princess Theatre," said Blake. "What's-he?" Lance said. "Ricci. Federici, he's called," Blake said and sighed. "Call him Fred." "Okay, why is Fred still here?" asked Lance. "Don't know," said Blake. "I smell him. He went this way," said Lance, using his reaper sense of smell. He smelt ghosts. They followed the smell till they found him sitting in the now empty dress circle of the auditorium, watching the stage through the now open curtains. "Hi, Fred," said Lance to the ghost, who was now in a smart Victorian era suit. Fred looked nervous. "Hello," Fred said nervously. "Why are you here?" asked Blake. "I was curious what happened earlier," said Fred. "Oh, my assistant in the magic act is always trying to pull hats out of rabbits," said Blake, sitting down near the ghost. looking depressed. I hope it haunts here too. Would love to have a pet. It's so lonely here, said Fred, smiling. Blake couldn't help but smile, thinking of the ghost of a pet rabbit. We actually came here to help you, said Lance. You did how? Asked Fred. We came to help you go to the other side, said Lance. What other side? I can roam the entire theatre. I can show you any room if you're lost, said the ghost. Oh no, we're not lost, said Blake, laughing. You are. I am lost? Asked Fred, puzzled. You were meant to have been taken to the afterlife when you died, said Blake seriously. I thought so. I saw a grim reaper after I died, and I think I scared him off, said Fred, remembering his death. I see you were dressed as Mephisto, I suppose, said Blake. Yes, said Fred. I think someone's in trouble, said Lance. Yes, said Blake. The Reaper's king. Frowning. Fred looked nervous. You're not in trouble, said Blake, trying to calm down the ghost. We are Reapers. We found you to take you to the afterlife. Well, he will, said Blake. Reapers? Are there more of them? Asked Fred. Yes, said Lance. I don't want to go, said Fred, who loved haunting the theatre. You have to go to the afterlife. You can't haunt this place of life, said Lance. It didn't take them long to convince him he'd be less lonely in the afterlife, and they could get him a pet rabbit. Lance took him in for processing in the afterlife.
I wander lost and alone in a world I do not know. Nobody sees or hears my cries. I am dead, I know not who I am or where I will go. I follow death's call.